Quideo 2 AP Stats basic question. What this question is pretty much asking is, trying to figure out, do heavy people burn more energy? There's a bunch of data right there, which is the lean body mass and metabolic rate of 12 women who are the subjects of the study of dieting. And over here, bring it in, put it into a scatter plot, which is what part A asks to do. And also actually how to figure that out in a calculator. So what you're going to do over here is come over to your handy dandy calculator, turn it on, go to Stat, Edit, and enter all those calculations of the data into your list. And list 1 is going to be your lean body mass, and list 2 is going to be your metabolic rates. After that, what you're going to do is come over to second y equals stat plot, hit enter, make sure your stat plot is on right there, blank and white, and it has x list is L1 and y list is L2. What you're going to do after that is go to zoom 9, and that's going to make it into a scatter plot for you to calculate. And I did the same thing over here. Titled the graph, lean body mass influence on metabolic rates. Lean body mass is my x-axis, and metabolic rates are my y-axis. Okay, then looking at the graph, you come over here, part B, which is asking you to describe the direction, form, and strength of a relationship. And based on this data from the scatter plot, you can determine that the metabolic rates of the 12 women with varying lean body masses have a positive correlation. As the points are going upward on the graph, you can tell that it's going in a positive direction. It is also conclusive that this data is linear due to the fact that the points seem to form a line. You can also determine that the graph has a strong, moderately strong, you could say, relationship between the 12 women's metabolic rate and their lean body mass, as the majority of the points are all close together.
Alright, now on to advanced question for Quideo number 2. So, this data here is representing 6-minute walk tests in children and adolescents. And part A of this question, it wants you to determine the least square regression line and interpret the meaning of the slope. So first, come over here and have the formula for the least square regression line, which is y hat equals a plus bx. But in order to find the a and b, first you have to come back over here to this data, and you have to put it in a list in your calculator. So come over here, go to Stat, Edit, and have it right here, and your list 1 will be your representative age, while your list 2 will be your median 6-minute walk distances. So after you have that, you can go to Stat, Calc, then you go down to 8. So then it wants you to determine the meaning of the slope, and what I wrote down right here, it says that the median of the 6-minute walk distance, which is in meters, goes up by about 14.8 for every increase in the representative age, which is the midpoint of the age group. And then for part B, this question, it wants you to compute the residuals and construct a residual plot. And then it wants you to determine if there are any unusual features in the residual plot, as well as what their meaning are if they're there. And after that, if it wants you to determine what does it mean if there are no unusual features at all. So to find the residuals, you go over here. I hit L3 in that column. I went down here. Then I went to second stat and hit 7, which was resid. And then you hit enter, and that gives you all those numbers right there. Then after that, you have to go to second y equals, go back to the plot, and go down to y list and make sure it says L3. So then you have x list as L1 and y list as L3. Then you go back to zoom 9, and it'll graph it for you right I also included my own scatter plot of the data, and my x-axis is the representative age, while my y-axis